it's time to talk about all the anime I watched over the past 3 months. Oh boy, it's been quite a season, and I can't wait to talk all about I've fallen behind on everything, haven't I? Then again, my audience doesn't necessarily have to know that. What anime did I watch this season? I am so glad you asked, because I watched literally every anime that aired, no exceptions. I'm going to describe everything I watched this season so well you won't even have to watch them for yourself. That's just how accurately I'm going to be talking about these shows. You'll say to yourself, damn, it really feels like I watched every anime in winter 2022 without actually watching it. But that'll only be said by you, not me, because I definitely watched all the thingies. So the first anime that aired in winter of 2022 that I want to talk about is Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. And let me tell you, it is the worst anime of winter 2022. Once again, JC staff decided that they were going to take over the animation of a sequel to a 1 adaptation. And once again, they screwed it up. Just look at this. They didn't even get the character designs right. And why is Mob now a sarcastic asshole? More like, Knob Psycho 100. Got him. Then the other reason it's the worst anime of 2022, it's because this animation, look at it, it's almost as if it's not an action series, but instead a comedy and it's ultimately carried by its writing and not its visuals. Ugh. But the real reason it's the worst anime of winter 2022 is because it didn't even come out in winter 2022, it came out in summer 2016. That's just cringe. Girls Frontline is an anime that under no circumstances should be confused with Girls Last Tour. You can remember the difference with the simple mnemonic. One's a regular tour, the other is a tour of duty. The opening bangs. Bang is a noise that guns make, so clearly the symbolism in the opening goes deep. This series represents a more international route taken in regards to anime production, as this is a Chinese game that got weirdly popular in South Korea, being turned into a Japanese series where the characters are named after American guns, which a British person considered watching but hasn't fucking bothered because it's rated less than the 5 on MAL. That British person isn't me, actually, because I definitely watched it, as my favourite characters are M4, M16, P90, then there's, you know, the sort of MILF blunderbuss. I don't fucking know. A popular anime from this season has been the anime TV series called Needy Streamer Overload. Needy Girl Overdose. Knee deep in parasocial relationship-induced coom. This is such a good anime that I even ended up looking like the main character for a brief stint because I'm a greasy fuck who isn't bothered to cut my hair. Apparently, this isn't actually an anime TV series, but a game. But you know what? Fuck it. I've been experiencing this entirely through VTubers so that I can watch someone I have a parasocial relationship with gain parasocial relationships with someone who looks like me. Yay! It's a never-ending cycle. I'm dying alone. Speaking of VTubers, Hololive have released a new anime called Hololive Error. Well, I say anime, but the title of each episode has changed from anime to manga-style video. I see that the Trade Descriptions Act has some kind of equivalent in Japan. It's a story about some of your favourite Hololive talents reimagined as schoolgirls and then all dying because they touched the new girl or some shit, I don't know. Also, now Tokino Sora is the one who's apparently causing all these school children's deaths. If that's the case, then I wonder what Ankimo looks like in this universe. Lovely. World End Harem is a series that under no circumstances should be confused with Girls Last Tour. You can remember the difference with the simple mnemonic. One is for the Kokoro, the other is the same but it ignores the Oro. Now, were I someone who wasn't bothered to watch the series, I would just look at the tags each episode has on some of the more unsavoury places it would be re-uploaded to, and guess the story from there, but I definitely didn't do that, and I can tell you that the only word out of this selection that has any significance to me is plot. It just happens that this plot involves swimsuits, glasses, and BDSM. After outgrossing the entirety of the Western comic book industry and then having one of the highest grossing films of both 2020 and 2021, Demon Slayer is taking the series to the place where everyone goes after getting paid. A fucking strip club. Muzan Kibutsuji has taken the body of a kid. Of course, the Michael Jackson lookalike is inside a child. Now, were I the kind of person who would only watch the first 4 episodes of the Entertainment District arc, I would probably just try and determine the rest of the plot from what I can see in this opening. But the great thing is, I definitely have watched every episode in this arc, and I can confirm what happens in this opening is actually representative of the rest of the events in the series. This here, a subtle allusion to Zenitsu's weakness of being told to play Wonderwall. This bit with plants around Nezuko is foreshadowing to how the Nezuko meat bun is getting a vegetarian follow-up, this one looking like a vagina this time. You'll notice that people are walking backwards in this shot. Well, it's because they're actually moonwalking. They've been possessed by Muzan, or to give him his other name, Kibutsu. I'm slightly proud of that impression, and I really shouldn't be. My Dress Up Darling is an anime that should under no circumstances be confused with Girls Last Tour. You can remember the difference with this simple mnemonic. One is about girls in the post-apocalypse, and the other isn't, you utter dumbass. Well, I'd much prefer the Japanese title, since My Dress Up Darling sounds like one of those Flash player games that would give your computer HIV. This features some of the most interesting characters in fiction, such as Guy, Guy's grandpa, and the reason I and everyone else watched it. Fun fact about Marin, she isn't real. Wait, hang on. Wait, no. Sorry. That can't be right. That can't be right. She exists. She fucking exists. She's real! Okay, after some extensive therapy, I can confirm that Marin is in fact a fictional character who is not real. It would be unhealthy to form any kind of relationship with her on account of this fact. I'm glad I've come to terms with this. Because now I can more easily pursue my relationship with Komi-san in time for Season 2. Never leave me. The second and final season of Attack on Titan Final Season is out, and I'm going to be as serious with you as I have been throughout the entirety of this video, which, as you know, has been very serious. It's been building up for almost a decade, and the ending is just... well, I can't talk about it without showing the ending, and this is 100% the definite ending. Here you go. Eren, that is the founder Ymir. If you ask her, she will grant our wish, and the euthanasia plan will be complete. You just have to ask her. Ask her. Ask her.
Ask her.
Ask her, wake the fuck up. Huh? I just had the strangest dream ever. I was being attacked by giant naked guys. Then I was a giant naked guy. Then I was really based. Then I... Ask her, you've been out for 28 hours. And we didn't reach the bottom floor. We're not even close.